Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Leo, and see what this time frame has to offer. I'm going to be starting with your Spirit Guide animal cards. Now, if you see these animals in the wild or, an image of them, this is spirit, this is your angels tapping you on your shoulder saying, remember this message. So let's see now. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Leo, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Leo, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Leo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. So we have the groundhog spirit, which says time to let go. And we have the nightingale spirit. Wow. Okay. That's really beautiful. Love is all around you. These are the same exact cards that came up for Cancer, which I think is really, 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 really cool. So that is really beautiful because I shuffle and meditate on these cards beforehand. And now, so that is really pretty. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo, March 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. March 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. March 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. So we have love, the heart chakra, and we have listening, the throat chakra. So listen to what you love, Leo, during this time. Listen to your heart. I love the throat chakra comes up as listening also, because when we think of the throat chakra, at least when I think of the throat chakra, I think of speaking, not so much as of listening. So listening is going to be very, very important. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo, March 16th to the 31st, 2020. Leo, March 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. March 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. March 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. Oh, goodness. At the center of everything, we have the Eight of Cups. Crowned by the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, great change is coming forward. The High Priestess. The Nine of Wands. The Queen of Cups, a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. The Queen of Wands, Leo, that's you shining through. You're going to feel much more comfortable behind the scenes during this time. Nine of Pentacles, prosperity, success. The Lord, this is an Aries energy right here. Time frame March 21st to April 19th. The Eight of Wands, the repeat of the number 8, especially at your heart, means that you're going to be taking this time very, very, very seriously. You have another queen showing up, the Queen of Swords. So you have 3 of the 4 queens right here. So that is really powerful. And it is, Spirit is saying, a powerhouse of women. So for some of you Leos who are watching, there's a powerhouse of women around you, or there is this sense of this divine feminine energy moving you forward to what you desire and not backing down. Okay, that's really going to be a beautiful part of you during this time. It's not, okay, so what Spirit is saying is that it's not from, the sense of I'm right, you're wrong, you're welcome, I'm going to show you type of thing. It's from the sense of really embracing your truth, yourself, your soul as you move forward, Leo. That is going to be where you come from kindness, where you come from your heart's truth. That's going to be the game changer for you. And let me start here with the groundhog spirit and the nightingale spirit. So it says, time to let go. Love is all around you. It is time to let go of the negativity, the hurt, the pain, the disappointment, because love is all around you. And it's time to embrace that love. Even if at times it feels hard to see, hard to understand, It's time to embrace that love as you move forward. And it's also really moving forward in your own song, in your own truth. And we embrace then the heart chakra and the throat chakra. The heart chakra is about love. Moving forward in love, in what you desire, in what you love. Okay, listening to your heart. So often we want to say, okay, I'm an intellectual being. I'm a, logical, fact-finding person. And we forget our hearts. We forget the emotional side of life. And when we forget the emotional side of life, we forget so much of our souls and ourselves. And we feel so disjointed. So with the heart chakra, with the sense of moving forward in love and in beauty, it's focusing on your heart, your soul, and yourself as you listen. With the throat chakra, as you listen to the words that you are saying to yourself, because a lot of times we speak to ourselves so much more harshly than we would ever speak to anybody else. It's listening to your truth, even if you might think, oh my gosh, nobody's going to understand, or oh my gosh, this is so unpopular. You have to live your truth. And it's not going to be so much of a caring what everybody else thinks. And that's going to be hard for you, Leo, because, Leo, one of your things is you have tremendous strength. I mean, ooh, goodness, my nose itches. Okay, you're represented by the strength card. And you have this tremendous strength, this tremendous beauty, this tremendous power. But if you get caught up in one-upsmanship or caring what everybody else thinks or how everybody else sees you, you'll lose track of yourself very easily. So that's something to be very mindful of. Because now it's time to embrace your heart, your soul, your truth, and you're walking away from something you once thought you would love. The Eight of Cups is my ending card. It's an ending as severe as a divorce. Now, for some, you might actually be going through a divorce, or an end of a relationship, or a change in careers, or something very concrete has entered into your life and has brought an ending, but it's also brought a new beginning that holds with it doubt, fear, apprehension, but you're moving forward. It's like, ready or not, here I come. I'm embracing this change. Now, with the repeat of the number 8, you're going to be taking this very seriously, actually a little bit too seriously. So do be mindful of this during this time, where as you're moving forward, as you're going after your goals and yourself, you can become very work-oriented, right? And very goal-oriented, and lose sight of your heart, which is where you're going to be thriving, okay? If you listen to your heart and you walk towards your heart, your soul, yourself. Now, this is not saying you quit your job, you join the circus, and you run away. This is saying you look at your truth, you look at your power, you look at yourself, and you're moving forward. You're moving forward. And I'm a firm believer in responsibilities. I'm a firm believer in, doing what you are supposed to do. So here, it's not turning your back on responsibilities. It is moving forward in your truth. And it's saying, I can't forget me while I take care of things that need to be taken care of. Because the change is going to come. And you're ready for it. You really are. You really are ready for this change. Even though at times, Leo, you're not going to feel like you are, and you're going to be doubting, fearing, questioning. No, you're moving towards a new dawn and a new day, the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is, this is the Wheel of Fortune in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And the Wheel of Fortune is embracing change. It's having the highs, the lows, the lefts, the rights. You're almost done with the completion of the circle. You've almost come full circle. By the end of this time, you will have come full circle in something very important to you. You will be seeing things a bit differently, a bit more assuredly of yourself, of your soul, of what you desire, of where it is that you want to be, of how it is that you're moving forward. There are going to be times where you sit there and you're looking at things and you're going to think, this is a stupid roller coaster ride and I want off. I'm done. I'm done with not knowing how tomorrow is going to be. I'm done with feeling overwhelmed and afraid and sad and scared. And those are emotions that are really going to come up for you, Leo, because they're not emotions that you like. Well, who likes those emotions, really? But there is this sense of tremendous power. But I'm just seeing like a baby deer being born and the wobbly legs. Like feeling like you have those wobbly legs. You're actually a lot stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. And you're moving forward towards a beautiful truth and a beautiful power. But you have to know that the transition, the change, the ending of a cycle, and a and the ability to move forward is going to be, it's not going to be as smooth as you would like it. And it's also really going to bring out your humanity, right? With the Lord. The Lord is, again, an Aries sign. It's the Emperor. Time frame March 21st to April 19th, right? You're looking at things. You're looking at your power. You're looking at yourself. You will see things really starting to change from the 21st forward. Like you're really feeling that change, and you're feeling things come to a head. And this is also saying, whenever I look at the Lord, I always think, whenever I look at the Emperor, I always think of David. David in the Old Testament, in the Torah, I always think of him because he was beautifully flawed. And he didn't try to hide it. He didn't say, oh, I'm perfect. Don't worry about it. I'm perfect. I got it. He sat there and he humbled himself and said, I've made mistakes. I've made terrible mistakes. And I'm sorry. But I am going to keep on moving forward. And I do deserve to wear this crown. It's this humility and this bravado. And you can look at it, and sometimes I do, and this isn't to take away from the religious aspect of anything or to make things religious, but this is, you go from the Greek gods to, to the human shift of wanting a Christ figure, okay, wanting somebody perfect. And so the Greek gods, they were jerks. I mean, the Greek gods, the Norse gods, they had tremendous flaws that you could see from a mile away. And David is where our consciousness starts to shift. We want somebody who's better than us, but we don't want perfect. And that's where we have him. Because he is beautifully human. And I feel just this connection right now, Leo, to wanting to be beautifully human. Not being perfect, not striving after perfection, striving after your desire to move forward. And you're saying, I claim my crown. I claim my throne. I deserve this. I've worked hard for it. And I am completing a cycle that is moving me forward. And as you do so, here you have the fire sign energy coming out directionally. This is south. You have air sign energy, so this is east. And then you have water sign energy, and this is the west. So at your roots, the beginning and ends of days are going to be very important to you, how you conduct yourself during this time. So you have the Queen of Cups and you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Cups is offering, seeking, searching, understanding, gaining. The Queen of Swords, she knows. She's like, I got this. You're welcome. I'm moving forward. And so here with the Queen of Swords, there's this power to you. With the Queen of Cups, there's this opening of your heart, your soul, and yourself. And it's also a balance of your mind and your heart coming together, leading you forward, leading you towards what you desire, what you want, what you need. And you're going to find yourself moving towards something more than you expected, something beautiful, okay, a coming together of mind. This is intellect and clear thinking. This is also sensitivity and heartfeltness and really coming from the heart. So these are these two chakras coming together. The listening, Queen of Swords. The love, the Queen of Cups. They come together. And having your heart and your throat chakra come together, work as one, is going to be so terribly beneficial. And you might say, how? How do you have your heart and your mind work together? Aren't these two separate things? I personally believe that we are emotional beings. As emotional beings, we come from a place of emotion first. Logic can be a little bit further down the road, a little bit. But as emotional beings, we have to listen to our hearts. And so often, we don't listen to our hearts. We listen to what is expected of us. We listen to what other people want of us. We listen to, society. We listen to, all these different rules that may not correlate and mesh with our hearts. And so we bury our hearts. We bury our passion. We bury our soul. We bury ourselves. And we say, one day, I'll be able to be me, truly. When I retire, when the kids are grown, when there's free time. And you put it out till tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Don't. It's time to be you now. When I get that promotion, I'll be happy. I'll be me. It'll be enough. But here's the thing. A lot of times when we ignore our hearts, we are running from our shadows. And the thing with running from your shadow, running from yourself, is that it's always right behind you. And sometimes it's before you. And so as you embrace your emotional truth, as you sit there and you say, this is me, quirks and all, this is me. And then you cut through doubts and fears, and your heart correlates with your mind. You start to see and think with clarity. And you realize that sometimes what you're thinking is a logical reaction to an emotional response. And so you move forward in your mind's truth. You cut through doubts and fears. And you say, no more. No more am I putting up with this nonsense. No more am I being held back. And the Queen of Swords, she knows her stuff. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I mean, the thing with air sign energies is you have to be mindful of not being too sharp-tongued. Because your mind works so much faster than everybody else's. The thing with water sign energies is you have to be mindful, this is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, you have to be mindful of not getting swept up in the undertow of it all. Because it will be very easy. And you think you're going this way, and then all of a sudden you're all the way over here. You think you're going this way, and all of a sudden you're all the way over here. You're like, how? So you're having your heart and your mind come together. You're having this understanding, and you're claiming your throne. You know what you know. Right? And you need to listen to your heart, because there is greater knowledge and wisdom there. And it's going to actually help you not feel as if you have to defend yourself against everybody else. Now, you might be having a bit of difficulty with an air sign, a water sign energy, or this can be somebody who is emotionally manipulative. So they know your heartstrings really well, and they know how to manipulate your mind, your heart, your soul, yourself. So just be mindful of this during this time. But I really do see this as a coming together of power of like, I know I deserve to sit here. I know how hard I've worked, how long I've waited for this. And you embrace your passion and your power because you claim your throne. And there's a hidden defense to you, yes, most definitely, with that cat underneath. But there is a sense of power and a purpose, of knowing your passion, of knowing what it is that you want. This is being dynamic. This is being intuitive. This is being a bit of a visionary. Okay, seeing things that other people can't. And that's why you have a hard time with things, because you see things that other people can't. Now, in the negative side of this, okay, things have to be grounded with your heart's truth and with logic, because you can think, and we all get this way. It's kind of like, oh my God, I have this brilliant idea. It's visionary. It's amazing. And it's just not. So make sure you're keeping yourself grounded. Make sure you have people around, Leo, especially during this time, to kind of ping pong things off of, right? To help make really clear decisions or help you move forward. Because with the 9 of Wands, you'll just need that bit of clarity. This is not listening to everybody, okay? So you're going to want to sit there and have everybody understand you, everybody get it. And the fact of the matter, that's going to drive you bonkers. That's going to be just too much. So with the 9 of Wands, it's very much saying here, okay, it's time to defend yourself, to take your wisdom, to take your power, to make a fence between you and the outside world. And you could see these, yes, these are wands here, but you can also see these as the planting of trees, to purify the air that is around you, to purify the messages that are coming your way, because you're done. You're done with the negativity. You're done with the anger. You're done with the upheaval. You want your peace. And you claim your power. As you do so, you start to see changes come in. And what I love is that changes happen. And then you start to follow your guidance, follow your counsel, and that are people who really matter to you, not people who are reactionary or people who have their own agenda at mind. And then this leads you to a place of offering of love, of stepping into your heart's truth. And that leads you to bounty when it comes to the Nine of Pentacles. That leads you to bounty, to prosperity, to success, to like, this is my harvest. This is what I've worked so hard for. And there's also a fierceness to you because she has the falcon on her arm. This falconry. And falconry was very, very popular back in medieval times. Yes. And I mean, it's still lovely now if you were to practice. But here, there is just this sense of getting that bird's eye view, of getting to see what is out there, of getting to see more. And that leads you to the high priestess. That leads you to the veil being lifted from your eyes. That leads you to passionately moving forward. This leads you to understanding that spirit speaks to you. Your angels speak to you. But divinity, your angels, spirit, they speak in riddles. I always think of the high priestess as the Oracle of Delphi. And I love the Oracle of Delphi. Now, yes, you can say, okay, that was a person who was set in a cave that had toxic fumes and she went mad. And those are your oracle messages. Okay, fair. Fair, that's one way of looking at it. But the other way of looking at it is that people from all over the ancient world, for decades upon decades, was it centuries upon centuries, came to hear her wisdom, came to hear her prophecies. And this is the wisdom that is coming to you now. The wisdom that, you need to riddle out. It isn't just going to be spoon-fed to you. Understanding your power, understanding your truth, understanding your passion. It moves you forward. As you do so, you stand before the altar of your existence. As you do so, you claim your understanding more, and with more dignity and respect and determination. There is a sense here that at night you're going to find that inspiration comes. Okay? As the moon starts to rise, you really are. You're going to start to see things more clearly. You're going to be more inspired. So keep little notebooks around, or your phone on you to take little notes. But you're going to be able to see things much more clearly, much more profoundly. And you're also going to see the truth of people. Right? And that can be overwhelming. As the veil is lifted from your eyes, you see the truth of people. And as you embrace the truth, you move forward in your greatness. But it can be overwhelming. So it depends on where you are in your journey of awakening, how far you want to awaken, how far you want to go. So with the high priestess, you are moving forward. You are moving towards something greater, okay? And you're seeing things more clearly. But it can be very overwhelming. So if you're not ready for it, you step back. And that's why the prosperity comes, right? And she has the falcon on her hand. So the prosperity is coming. Don't worry. Don't think, oh my gosh, the prosperity won't come unless I'm flying like a bird high in the sky. The prosperity comes, and it depends on how far-reaching you want your knowledge to be, your power to move you forward, okay? Your beauty to guide you. Because this energy right here, this power, this prosperity, this beauty, this understanding, it makes you an emperor on earth. It lets you claim your throne and change your world as you walk away from what is no longer relevant or prevalent or prosperous in your life. Your subconscious message is the Ten of Pentacles, prosperity that lasts generations. Subconsciously, this is what you're working towards. A prosperity that has no end, that is this everlasting circle. It moves you subconsciously to personal power, the solar plexus chakra. Follow your gut. Listen to your gut. Listen to yourself as you move forward. This leads you to the squirrel spirit, which says believe in yourself. And I don't know if you've ever watched, Arthur the Aardvark on PBS, Arthur. But that's one of the songs, and it was made by Bob Marley's sun, and it says believe in yourself, because that's the place to start. And that's it. Believe in you. And you will start to see, Leo, doors opening that you hadn't expected. You will start to see a power coming over you, a dignity, a respect, a discipline of self, a planting of seeds and a harvesting of crops that you thought were made for somebody else. And you thought, oh, that's for them, but it's just not for me. And I can tell you most definitely here, it is for you. It is for you. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you, and I love you all. Bye.